Hey guys, most of us fail not because we lack motivation, but because we are trying too hard. We've been told that if we want to get our lives back on track, we need a massive explosion of willpower, a new year, new me transformation that happens overnight. In this video, Day 3 of Consistency, we'll find that out. Let's go. I'm currently on day 3 of my own journey back to consistency. I'm out here right now and I can tell you, the new habit smell has officially worn off. My legs are heavy and my brain is screaming for a reason to turn back. But stay with me. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the one mental shift that transforms running from grueling chore into an automatic part of who you are. I'll show you how to stop trying to run and how to start being the person who just does. We usually start running when we realize we've let things slide. We feel out of shape, out of breath, or just out of sync with the person we want to be. We want to change our lives back on track, and we think a big, difficult goal like a marathon or a 6 a.m. daily run is the answer. But here is the context you need. Your current fitness is lagging measure of your habit. You didn't get out of shape overnight. You won't get back on track with one heroic run. Consistency is simply the management of your trajectory. It doesn't matter how fast you are running right now. What matters is the direction you are heading. If you can get just 1% better today, if you can just stay out here for 60 seconds longer than yesterday, you are winning. Consistency isn't about intensity of the effort. It's about the frequency of the action. You are out here to fix the system, not just burn calories. The first mistake most people make when trying to get their life back is focusing on the goal. They say, I want to run 5 miles, but a goal is just a finish line. Once you crossed it, you stop. Or if the goal feels too far away, you feel like a failure before you even started. You need to forget the goal and focus on the system. The goal is about result. A system is about the process. If you want to be a consistent runner, your system is everything that happens before the run. It's how you handle your schedule, how you prep your gear, and how you talk to yourself when you don't feel like moving. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. On this day 3 run, I'm not thinking about a race. I'm thinking about the system of shoes on, door open. If the system runs, the results, the fitness, the weight loss, the mental clarity will follow automatically. Stop worrying about the distance and start obsessing over the process. Why is day 3 so hard? Because you are still trying to act like a runner while believing you are a couch potato. This is the identity gap. Most people try to change what they do, the outcome, without changing who they are, the identity. To get your life back on track through running, you have to shift your identity. Every time I take a step right now, I'm not just exercising. I'm casting a vote for the person I want to become. I'm telling myself, I'm a runner. Not I'm trying to run, but I'm a runner. A runner is someone who moves their body, regardless of the pace. When you shift to identity-based habits, consistency becomes easier because you aren't fighting your old self. You are simply acting in alignment with your new belief. The goal isn't to run a mile. The goal is to become a runner. Once you provide yourself with enough proof through these daily votes, the habit becomes part of it. It becomes normal. The secret to day 4, day 5, day 100 is making a habit too small to fail. When we feel like our lives are a mess, we try to fix it by doing something massive. We try to run for an hour. But on the days when you are tired or busy, an hour feels impossible, so you do nothing. This is where you use the 2-minute rule. Scale your run down until it takes 2 minutes. Put on your shoes, step outside and run for 2 minutes. That's it. You might think, what's the point? That won't get me fit. But the point isn't fitness yet. The point is mastering the art of showing up. You have to standardize the habit before you can optimize. If you can master the first 2 minutes, you'll never master the next 4. Help yourself out by designing your environment. Don't leave it to chance. Lay your running clothes out the night before. Put your shoes in the middle of the floor where you can trip over them. Make the cue for the run so obvious that it requires more energy to ignore it than to do it. Consistency is the result of a path that has at least resistance. As I finish this day 3 run, the adrenaline is fading and the reality of tomorrow is setting in. Getting your life back on track is a long game. You are going to have a bad day. You are going to have a morning where the alarm doesn't go off or a night where you are too exhausted to move. When that happens, remember the important rule of consistency. Never miss twice. Missing one run is an accident. It happens to everyone. But missing twice is the start of a new habit, a habit of skipping. Consistency doesn't require perfection. It requires a refusal to let a mistake turn into a landslide. If you miss today, you must show up tomorrow, even if it's just a walk around the block. Showing up when you don't feel like is the most valuable work you can do. It's the work that reaffirms your identity when it's under pressure. Day 3 is done. I didn't run a world record piece, but I ran. I cast my vote. Tomorrow is day 4, and the system will run again. Don't look at the mountain, just look at your shoes. Put them on, get out the door, and let the compounding begin. And I hope you learned something from the video. If so, please subscribe. Thank you so much. I see you on day 4.